Yes. So in this video, we are going to solve the problem median of two sorted arrays of different sizes. Before solving this problem, I want to tell you that this playlist is completely for beginners. Okay, whatever problem I am including in this playlist will help you to learn the new concepts as well as techniques to solve the problem. It will help you to learn it will help you to learn how to approach towards the problem, right? Instead of solving the problems which requires memorizing the solutions, I am trying to include the problem which will help to learn how to approach towards the problem, to learn the concepts to solve the problem, right? So just follow the playlist, solve all the problems which I'm going to include in this playlist, right? So now let's say this problem, median of two sorted arrays of different sizes. See, its difficulty level is hard, right? This playlist is for beginners and difficulty level is hard. So why I'm including this problem? Because this problem will teach you how to approach toward the problem. Okay, the concept you are going to learn through this problem is very much important. You will get what I'm trying to say at the end of the video. Okay, so now let's see what the problem is. Given two sorted arrays, array 1 and array 2 of size m and n, and we have to find the median of two sorted arrays. Just like see example number 1. Okay, I will explain you. See, example number 1, we have two vectors array. Okay, vectors. ठीक है. We have two vectors a and b. Let's suppose a and b. The elements of a is 159 and elements of b is 2367. What we have to do? We have to combine this both the vector in a sorted manner, and we have to just find the middle element of that combined vector. What I mean to say is, see, what we have to do, we have to take one vector c. Let's suppose we have to combine the elements of a and b into this vector c. What I mean to say, I will insert all the elements of a and b into this c, but in a sorted manner, just like 1 2 3 5 6 7 9. I hope you got it. I have simply inserted the elements of A into C, elements of B into C, but the final result must be in a sorted order, right? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9. It is in a sorted order. And after doing this, I have to return the middle element. Now, which is the middle element here? Which is the middle element? Middle element is 5. That's what we have to do in this question. Okay. But why the difficulty level is so hard? Because we have to do this in an optimized way. Okay. So first I will explain you how to simply approach toward this problem, and then I will explain you how to solve the problem in optimized way. Okay, so two solution I will teach you. The first, after solving the problem through first solution, all the test case will not be passed, but still I will explain you the first solution, and then we will solve the second solution of this, which will be the optimized approach. Okay, so let's solve this problem through first approach, which is not optimized. Okay, but still we will solve this. Yeah. In the first approach, what we will do, let me erase this first. You can skip the video, okay? Yeah, yes. In the first approach, what I will do, I will first create one vector. Let's suppose the name of the vector is C. Sorry. Yeah. Let's say the name of the vector is C. Right. What I will do, I will simply traverse the first vector, which is A. While traversing, I will insert all the element of vector A into C, just like 1, 5, 9. Okay. Then I will traverse the second vector, which is B, and I will insert all the elements of B into C. which will be 2, 3, 6, 7. I hope you got this. Okay. After that, what I will do, I will simply sort this C. Sorry. Yeah. I will simply sort this vector C. Okay. After sorting, this C will look like 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9. Okay. And after doing this, I will simply return the middle element, which is 5. I hope you got this. It's very easy. Right. So let's code this. What I did, first of all, we will create one vector which we considered as a V, or let's suppose C. Okay. In this vector, we are going to combine all the elements of array 1 and array 2, right? So let's insert the element of array 1 into C. So let's write a code. So we will do v dot push back. Okay. Uh, Now just copy this and just do some modification. V dot push back array 2. Yeah. So I hope you got this. Why I run these two loops. In the first loop, we are inserting the element of array 1 into the vector C. Sorry. And in the second loop, I am inserting the elements of array 2 into the C. Now after doing this, what we did, we have sort our vector C. We will sort C dot begin, comma, C dot end. Now the vector is sorted, right? After sorting this, we have to just return the middle element. Now see, there are two cases here, right? Let me explain you. Mm, Let me erase this. Yeah. See, it may happens that the combined. Let's suppose this is the combined array. Okay. Just for an example, I am considering this is the combined array, and just consider this is a 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now let's suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now in this case, what is the middle element? Which is the middle element? It's simply 3. And how we got this? We have simply divide the size of this vector, which is 5 divided by 2. 5 divided by 2 is what? 2.5, but we consider 2. Like, right. And what is the element at index 2? It is 3. So in case of odd sized array, odd size vector, we simply got the middle element like size divided by 2. But let's suppose we have 1, 2, 3, 4, right? The size of the vector is even. So in this case, there are two middle elements, which will be 2 and 3 both. So in this case, what we will return? We will return 2 plus 3 divided by 2, which is 2.5. I hope you got this, right? Okay, so these are the two cases. Yeah. So now we have solved the combined vector, which was C. Now we have to return the middle element. So as I said, there can be two cases. Like first is if C dot size, if C dot size is not equal to 0, that means if it is a odd size vector, then what we will do, we'll simply return v of, sorry, we'll simply return C of C dot size divided by 2. Okay, so we got the middle element, but if the vector, which our vector C is even size, then what we need to do, we will simply return C of C dot size divided by 2 plus C of C dot size divided by 2 minus 1, and This sum we will divide by 2. I hope you got this. What I did in this line. See, C dot size divided by 2 means I got my first middle element, and C dot size divided by 2 minus 1 means second middle element. Right. Just like here. See. Let me explain you. Even sized array. Even sized array. Our middle element is 2 and 3. The element 2 is at index 1. Element 3 is at index 2. I have to got this. Okay. Indexing is like 0, 1, 2, 3. Right. Now I want to assess this 2 and 3. So what I did, the size of the vector was 4. Divide by 2, I got 2. So I got my element 3 with the help of this. And then again what I did, C dot size divided by 2 minus 1. Means simply what I did, 4 divided by 2, which was 2 minus 1, which is 1. And what is the element at index 1? 2. So in this way, I assess the two middle elements of my even sized vector. I hope you got this. Okay, it's very simple. Fine. Yeah. And I divided it by 2. Right. So now let's run this. Yeah, it's 5, right? So let's submit it. Yeah. See. Here correct output is 2.5 and our output is 2. Now let's see why this happened. Now consider this example only. Here middle element was 2 and 3. So we were trying to return 2 plus 3 divided by 2, which is 2.5. Okay, the answer is 2.5. But according to our code, it is returning 2. Now why this happened? Or what to do in this situation? In this situation, simply divide, instead of dividing it by 2, just divide it by 2.0 and it will handle the situation. Now let's submit it. Yeah, see, 121 test cases has been passed out of 148. The reason is that this is not the optimized way to solve this problem. Okay, I hope you got this code. Okay, this is also one approach to solve the problem, but not what expected here. Okay, so now let's see how to solve this problem in order to pass all the test cases. Okay, so first let me reset the code. Okay, now let's see how to solve the problem in the optimized way. Yeah, so let's erase this first. Consider one different example. Just like consider example number 2, which is 4 6 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 5. Okay, so first array is sorry, I forgot. Yeah, 4 6, right? 4 6 7, and second was, okay, again forgot. Second was 1 2 3 5. 1 2 3 5. I will make one simple modification in order to create more simple scenario for you. Instead of 467, let's say 4678. Okay. Mm, yeah, or simply keep it as 467. Okay, fine. Now let's see how to solve this problem now. What I will do, first of all, it's sure that I will take one vector C to store the elements of A and B. Right. Now I will take two pointers. Now the pointers are not that pointers which store the address of another variable. No, not that pointer. I will simply take two variables which will point the elements of A and B. What does it mean? I will take one variable like let's suppose A. Sorry, let's suppose I. Sorry. Now what I is doing, I is just pointing the elements of vector A, and I will take another pointer which is J, and J will point the elements of vector B. Okay, I hope you got this, right? Now everything is clear. We took two pointers I and J. I is pointing the element of vector A and J is pointing the elements of vector B. Now what is the next step? What we will do? Now we will compare the element which are at index I and index j. What I mean to say, now what is the element at index to which j is pointing? It is 1. And what is the element to which I is pointing? It is 4. So now I will compare 1 and 4. So now from 1 and 4, which element is smaller? 1 is smaller. So I will just insert that 1 into C. Okay, I will insert 1 into C. Okay, I hope you got this, right? Now I have inserted 1 which was pointed by j. So now I will increment j. Okay, I will increment j. Now j will point to next element. Right. I will still remain at that place only, right? Now again compare the element pointed by I and j. Now which element is pointed by I? 4. And which element is pointed by j? It is 2. From 2 and 4, which element is smaller? 2 is smaller. Insert that 2 into the vector C. Done. Again increment j. Okay. Now j will point to 3. I hope you got this, right? Now again compare the element at index I and index j. Means which element is pointed by I? 4. And which element is pointed by j? It is 3. Again 3 is smaller than 4. So just insert the 3 in this vector C. Again increment j. Now which element is pointed by j? 5. And which element is pointed by I? It is still 4. Okay. So now from 4 and 5 it is smaller. Now from 4 and 5 which is smaller? 4 is smaller. So just insert 4. I hope you got this. And now who will be incremented? I or j? We will increment I, because we have inserted the element which was pointed by I, and it was 4, right? So now increment I. I hope you got this, right? Now the element pointed by I is 6, element pointed by j is 5. Which element is smaller? 5 is smaller. Just insert 5 and now increment j. Now j got out of index, right? Now j is not pointing to any element of b. So now let's stop the process now. Okay, what I mean to say, any if any pointer among I and j is done with the traversing of its respective array, then we have to stop this process. What I mean to say is just like j. Now j has traversed all the elements of b, right? J has traversed all the elements of b. So now let's stop the process. Let's stop the process. Now what we have to do in the next step? Now whatever the elements are remaining in the first array, which is our A, just simply insert that element into vector C. Now which elements are remaining from first vector, which is A? We have inserted 4. We have inserted 4. 6 and 7 are remaining, right? So simply insert 6, simply insert 7. That's it. That's how we got our vector C in a sorted manner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I hope you got this. We just we just took two pointers to point the elements of A and B, and we were just comparing the elements pointed by I and J. Whichever the smaller element is, we were just inserting that element in vector C, and we were incrementing that pointer. Right. It will always happen that one pointer will be done with the traversal of its respective array, and one pointer is not done. Just like here, I is not done with traversing vector A. So in this case, we have inserted all the elements of vector A into the end of this vector C. That's what we have to do. So now let's see how to code this. Okay, yeah. I hope you got the concept right. If you don't got, just rewind the video, watch it again and again. You will got this. Okay, and try to solve it on uh, copy, paper and pen. Use paper and pen. Try to dry run it. You will got this right. Yeah. So now let's see how to code this. Okay. So as I said, we will take two pointers. Pointers in the sense variable. Okay. Yeah. So let's say first is I, as I mentioned. Okay, let's see I and j. I will first include I is equal to 0 because both the pointers will be at first index and j will also 0. Now what I will do, I will take one loop. Now I is pointing to first array, so it will run till the end of first array. So which means I should be less than array1 dot size. Okay, and now I am taking logical and. Okay, first let me write, then I will explain you. J should be less than array2 dot size, right? Now why I took logical and, here both the conditions should be satisfied. If any of the condition become false, I will just come out of the loop. Now what I mean to say, just like here when J has completed its traversal of vector B, we have stopped the process. That's what we code here. If any of the pointer is done with its traversal of its respective array, we will just come out of that loop. I hope you got this right. So now what we were doing, we were just simply comparing. We were comparing the elements at pointer I and pointer j. So how to code this? If array1 of I is less than or equal to, okay, less than or equal to array2 of j, then we were inserting that element into our vectors. Okay, so I have not created that vector, so let's create that vector first. Let's say it is vector C. Okay, yeah. So now let's simply insert that smaller element into this vector C. So C dot pushback array1 of I, because here we have considered that if array1 of I is less or equal to array2 of j, then C dot pushback array1 of I. Okay, else what will be the else case? The else case can be array2 of j will be less than array1 of I. So simply C dot pushback array2 of j. Okay, I hope you got this right. And also increment I. As I said, we have to increment also. So increment I and increment j. So till now I think it is clear, right? Till now I think it is clear. Now I have also mentioned that we have to insert the remaining element of, just like here. See, here we have inserted 6 and 7 into the end of the vector C. So we have to handle this case also. So for that, what I will do, I will write one code that while I is less than array1 dot size, what we will do, we will again C dot push back I plus plus, and there can also be the case key elements of array 1 is inserted into C, but elements of B is remaining. This can be the case. Okay, this can also be the case. So in this case, I will simply insert while j is less than array2 dot size C dot push back array2 of j. I hope you got this. Why I took these two loops, while, because we are inserting the remaining element. There might be the case, just like here I have mentioned. See, Here 1, 2, 3, 5 was inserted, but 6 and 7 was remaining. So how to insert this 6 and 7? So for that I took this loop. Okay, right. I hope you got the concept. And again J plus plus. Okay, and then we will return vector C. No, we are not going to return. We have to return the middle elements, right? So yeah. Now, till now we have insert the element from array 1 and array 2 into our vector C in a sorted order. Now we have to return the middle element. So we will write that condition if we dot, if it is the even size, if it is the odd size, then we will return C of C dot size divide by 2. I hope you got this. Or simply we will return C of C dot size divide by 2 plus C of C dot size divide by 2 minus 1, and this was divided by 2, 2 no 2.0, right? Yeah. So let's compile and run. Yeah. Now let's submit it. It's taking time. Let's see. Yeah. All the test cases have been passed. Yeah, I have solved this problem many times. Yeah. So I hope you got the concept, right? This is the solution in a more optimized way. Okay. If you know what is merge sort, then I hope you got this code. Okay, merge sort prerequisite. So yeah, if you have any problem, you can just comment out in the comment section. This problem is little bit hard for the beginners. Okay, so I assume that you got the concept, right? But still, if you have any problem, you can comment out in the comment section. So thank you for watching this video, guys. Thank you.